Okay, I didn't know what to call this video. I bought the GX8 online, sight unseen. I'd never picked one up or touched it, and I got it for a bargain at $800, and it came with the free 25mm f1.7 Panasonic lens. So that really, the lens is probably worth $250, $300. So I probably picked this body up for $650 unseen, and they're selling them online for well over $1,200 in some cases. So I couldn't complain. Absolutely wrapped with the camera and its image quality and the better grip and the articulated screen, the in-body stabilization and the weather sealing, and the much better viewfinder than the GX7 that I upgraded from. This one here. But there are a few little things that I would have picked up if I'd have had it in my hands before I bought it. And one of them is, this is your thumb rest. That surface around the thumb rest, you'll see there, it's quite shiny. And this surface here is the same. It's not really very grippy. Now I say that compared to the GX7 because the GX7 feels like rubber compared to this. That's not overly grippy at all, but sort of where your fingers sit is much better for your fingers to hold the camera, so it sort of makes up for it compared to the GX7. But this definitely feels like your thumb could easily slip off if you had some remnants of soap or something on your hand, or I don't know, it's nowhere near as grippy. You can't really compare it to this one. Look, I'm putting the same force on this one and it barely wants to move, and you put it on this and it just slides off. So yeah, that surface there where your thumb sits would be much better if it was rubberized like the GX7. But like I said, the rest of the grip at the front with the extra curve in it, and it also allows you to hold it with 4 fingers. The GX7 was really like 3 fingers and you had your little finger underneath. Now this one definitely room for 4 fingers, and you can still hold it with 3 and 1 underneath, but there's definitely room to hold it bigger. Okay, so that was one of my issues. The other issue, that little button at the front here, you possibly turn it off, but it's very easy when you grab it, wherever the microphone is. It's very easy. Every now and again when you pick it up, it's easy to push the button. So yeah, you could possibly turn that off, I guess. There's 14 pages of options, or 8 pages of options, or something like that, of what you can set that button to do. But yeah, I possibly would have put it a little bit higher, or anyhow, these little issues that I'm having, it shouldn't be deal breaker. Some people might take it as a big issue, and some people couldn't care less. So I'm just telling you what I think of it. Another thing is all 4 dials seem to have different resistance. This front one flicks really easy, back one is just a little bit harder, and then the exposure comp dial, you sort of really need to push it fairly hard, and it's quite easy to accidentally turn this dial too. It seems to only be one way for me. So yeah, that you can't, when you're in aperture mode, you can't program this wheel to be your exposure compensation dial. You can't have your aperture changed here and your exposure comp quickly and smoothly changed there. You almost need the 2 fingers to ensure that you don't accidentally move this one here. So yeah, that was another minor issue. The placement of this button here is a bit tricky. You really have to bend your finger back. Like this one's okay, and that one you can reach reasonably good. But this one you really have to bend your finger back. You have to hold your hand in a bit of an awkward spot, so you probably wouldn't set that to anything that you'd want to use on a regular basis. The other thing, the AE/AF lock button, that's also in a, if you watch how I have to hold my thumb, it's like that. You really have to pull your thumb in to push it with the pad of your thumb. Now, I wouldn't want to spend 3 hours at a football game with my hand like that. I really wouldn't. I'd probably get a bit of a cramp or something after a while. So really you need to, instead of having your thumb like this, you need to rest that part of your thumb on it, which is perhaps not as accurate as using the padded part of your thumb, but it's still going to work. It's easy to work around. Not really an issue, I guess. But yeah, on the GX7, your thumb just magically falls just in the right spot. You just that comfy hand position, and the AE lock button is there. It's not that cramping sort of position over here. But yeah, like I said, you just rest your thumb on it there. Not really a problem, I guess. So yeah, that's really pretty much it. There's no pop-up flash, which might be an issue for some. Hasn't bothered me at all yet. That's pretty much all I've come across in the negative side of it. Definitely outweighed by the positives of the camera. The extra megapixels is good, and I love this flip-out screen. You can have it showing, or it actually protects it if you just put it away like that. I always use the viewfinder. But it's nice to have that option, and it's also being articulated. You can take your high and low shots. So you've got that option there, which you didn't have on the GX7. So yeah, plenty of customizability, and the silver colour with my eyesight fading, I found it a little bit hard to read these, probably because I don't have 20/20 vision, but yeah, the black and white, bang, you can just see it. The silver and black, a little bit harder. So maybe if I had the choice, I might have gone for the black, but I do like this. Looks like a classic silver and black 60s film camera, I guess, but yeah, colour doesn't make any difference to your images at the end, does it? So yeah, that's my impressions of this after 1 month, and I'm still glad I bought it, even with those minor issues. And I'd be interested to know if anyone else has any other problems that well, not really problems, issues that concern them. Just leave it in the comments. I'd be interested to see. Give me a like if you enjoyed seeing this. It's sort of a layman's video, just my 1 month impression, and I hope you enjoy what you saw. Okay, see you later.